What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the What a Juice channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Cleveland Browns Retro Rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. And we are in the playoffs of the 2016 playoffs? 2017 play? I don't actually know. Whoa. I don't actually remember which one we're in. I think we're in the 2017 playoffs? Who cares? Who cares about what year we're in? We are in the playoffs, and we were the number one seed once again with a record of 12-4. So we only have to play the divisional round wild card, or we only have to play the divisional round, championship, and Super Bowl if we're lucky enough. If we can beat all three of those teams, obviously, it's going to be a tough path because I looked at the playoff bracket this year, and it is a pretty tough one. The AFC is a pretty tough bracket this year, so hopefully we can get by and win all three games and win another Super Bowl and then go in the offseason and have so much fun. But before we start the episode, make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and let's get into the video. All right, here we are in the divisional round of the playoffs against the 10-6 Chargers. It always happens, man. Death, taxes, and playing the Chargers in the playoffs. It always effing happens. So we've got the Bills and the Titans in the other round of the divisionals in the AFC. So we will either play the Bills or the Titans if we beat the Chargers. But they are only the 7th seed. But think about this. They were only the 7th seed at a record of 10-6. That's how strong this AFC playoff is. So hopefully we can get this done. And I just remembered that I did not show you guys the stats at the end of last episode. So let's go check out the stats real quick before we end off this little recap. We've got Marcus Mariota with 4,300 passing yards, 1 yard away from 4,400 passing yards. That's a little weird. 41 touchdowns, 15 picks. Solid season stats for a first-year starter for us. Le'Veon Bell had 243 carries, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Gurley with 10 touchdowns. Receiving, 2,000-yard receivers. Hopkins had 88 catches, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Odell Beckham had 96 catches, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Keenan Allen with 8 touchdowns. Gronk with 8 touchdowns. Big day for the wide receivers, or big season for the wide receivers. 110 tackles for Luke Kuechly. I'm pretty sure he's had over 100 tackles in every season he's been in the league. Let's just check this. Has he had? Oh, he missed it one time a couple of years ago. He missed it one time by 2. He missed it by 2 tackles. And other than that, he's had 100 plus tackles every season. That's actually insane that he's done that. Gilmore had 97 tackles. McCourty had 95 tackles for loss. Aaron Donald and Geno had 11. Bosa had 10 sacks. Aaron Donald led with 13. He's starting to come into his own now as the number 1 defensive tackle. Geno had 8.5. Wow. Geno Atkins has been playing pretty well too. Kuechly with 4 sacks. Jalen Smith 4 sacks as a rookie. That's pretty good. Bosa had 3.5. Luke Kuechly had 3 interceptions. Luke Kuechly, did he win Defensive Player of the Year or something? He had to have. With 110 tackles, 4 sacks, and 3 interceptions, he had to have won, or at least been in the contention for it. Richard Sherman had 2. Gilmore, McCourty, Thomas, and Harrison Smith all had 1. Did anybody take it to the house? We had a couple forced fumbles. We had 3 of them, and we recovered 2 of them. No blocked, 1 block kick, no safeties, no touchdowns, so that's all right, but some forced fumbles and some fumble recoveries is pretty good. Kicking, Steven Gostkowski made 62 of 62 on his extra points and 9 for 11 on his field goals. 56 was the longest. Ooh, 56 was the longest? That's pretty good. No kick returning stats that mean anything and no punt returning stats that mean anything. Those are the stats, but now we got to go check out the awards. If Luke Kuechly didn't win the Defensive Player of the Year, then I'm going to be very upset. So, starting off with the MVP, we've got Robert Griffin III, our former quarterback, wins MVP. That's upsetting. Very upsetting. We traded him away, and he goes on and wins an MVP. Marcus Mariota, our quarterback, finishes second. So we had our former quarterback and our current quarterback finish 1-2 in the MVP race. Vrabel wins Coach of the Year at 11-5. Look how many teams. Here we are down in 9th. Look how many teams are ahead of us, even though we finished 12-4 with the best record, it looks like, in the league. Mike Vrabel ends up winning Coach of the Year. I don't know how he does, but he does. Best Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC is Marcus Mariota. Defensive Player of the Year is Tamba Ali. Where is Kuechly at? Luke Kuechly finishes in 8th. So they're saying that 7 other guys had better seasons than Luke Kuechly this year. All right, I believe you. Carson Wentz had won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Braxton Miller finished in 3rd. And Cardale Jones, 12 gauge, finishes in 6th. That's pretty good. Some Buckeyes showing out here. Carl Joseph finishes in 1st for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Eli Apple was there. Joey Bosa finishes in 8th. That's pretty good. Best quarterback is Marcus Mariota. Best running back is Chris Johnson, who we may have to face if we beat the Chargers and they beat the Bills. It looks like Darren McFadden's still playing pretty well for the Patriots. And Todd Gurley finishes in 9th, even though he was a backup this year. That's crazy. Vincent Jackson, RIP to him. He finishes at 1st in a best wide receiver. Joe Thomas wins best offensive lineman. Best defensive lineman goes to Haloti Ngata. Aaron Donald finishes in 2nd. Tamba Ali wins best linebacker. Where did Kuechly finish in that? So he finishes in 8th again in best linebacker. So apparently the linebacking core for the AFC just went off this season. Apparently, I don't even know. Darrelle Revis won best defensive back, and Nate Kading wins best kicker. So those are the awards. We finished 1st in the offensive yards for the season and 5th in the defense. So now that all that has been recapped, it is time now to go and play the divisional round against the Chargers. We always play the Chargers for some reason, so it just has to happen. But let's get into it. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and let's play the Chargers. We've got some work to do, ladies and gentlemen. We are down 14 points already in the start of the second quarter here, trying to make something happen and win this divisional round. Let's see if we can get the slant. The pressure from Eric Weddle was unbelievably quick on that one. The Chargers came to play today here in Cleveland. They are not messing around. They are tired of us beating them in the playoffs. We get the touchdown to bring it back within 1 to Keenan Allen. We got to keep on fighting. This is going to be a tough game. Our defense is not on point today. We are down two touchdowns once again as I try and climb back out of it. DeAndre Hopkins hit in the breadbasket for a 1-play touchdown. It's just that easy because I'm built different. All right, the defense turned over the Chargers here, and now it's our chance to tie this game. That's all we needed. We just needed a chance to get some possession here. Give that a little check down to Le'Veon Bell. Get some huge yards on that. Good job, Le'Veon. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We needed some big plays right here from our roll guys. And finding DeAndre Hopkins, he couldn't turn up the field. That's all right. We got the first down. We got the extra yardage. Let's see if we can run some more no huddle. We got 2 timeouts and plenty of time to work with. I'm going to run this. Try and fake him out here. Marcus Mariota with the juke moves and gets out of bounds. Look at that. Too saucy, baby. Too much sauce on that one, Marcus. That was crazy. He put a lot of juice into those steps right there. The snap, the quick throw to Gronk. Hit him before he even turns. And let's call 1 timeout here. We've got 40 seconds, 1 timeout, and plenty of time to work with to score this football and tie this game up. It's crazy to think that we have to tie it up, but Le'Veon Bell does it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. With 1 field goal or with 1 extra point, we will be tied in this game. And the defense turned over the Chargers on their next possession right after they got the ball back. So we are an instant red zone opportunity. We flipped the script, baby. Let's go. We are up by a touchdown. It's crazy how we turned this thing around. We were down by 2 touchdowns at the start of the second quarter, and now in the middle of the third quarter, we're up by 1. The Chargers won't go away, though. We ended up scoring on the last drive where you saw that highlight, and then they scored on their next possession. So now we are in a battle to try and stay ahead of the Chargers here. I'm going to roll to my left. I'm going to find Odell Beckham. And can he get in? He got in for this touchdown. We're up by 2 touchdowns again. We cannot be stopped. A 4th down play to probably turn the tide here against the Chargers. It doesn't look like Phil Rivers out there unless he just changed his number for some reason. And we stop him. Chris Ivory could not get anything. We get the ball back. Another 4th down and 2 opportunity for the Chargers. Can our defense stop him? We did last time. Can we do it again here? They're going to run it up the middle. Ivory slips a tackle and gets the 1st down. That was a good play. With 38 seconds on the clock, we are going to win this game. It's 52-28. But there is a little bit of hope for the Chargers to get something back out of this. Right off the hands on 4th and 20. It's Ryan Mallett as the quarterback. I feel sorry for the Chargers. Stats on the day for Marcus Mariota and these Cleveland Browns. 24 of 29, 307 yards, 6 touchdowns, no picks. That is a fantastic day for Marcus Mariota. Better than any day that RG3 had in his 3 seasons as a starter. Oh, man. 6 touchdowns? That's got to be a playoff record for us. I meant to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure that's a playoff record for us. 6 touchdowns. Le'Veon Bell had 24 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 9 catches, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns. Beckham Jr. had 2. Bell had 1. Keenan Allen had 1. Sharing the love here in this divisional round game. Harrison Smith led with 8 tackles. We sacked Phillip Rivers / Ryan Mallett 4 times, plus Aaron Donald's 2, plus Joey Bosa's 1. 7 sacks for this defense. 2 interceptions for Laurinaitis, 1 for Gilmore. Did we take it to the house at all? No, we did not. Kicking, Gostowski went 7 for 7, and he went 1 for 1 on field goals. 35 was the longest. The punting, kick returning doesn't matter. Phillip Rivers did get hurt, though, so that's going to be interesting. Can I check injuries? I cannot check injuries because it's too late. That's pretty interesting. Phillip Rivers got hurt. That's probably why they lost, because Phillip Rivers probably was the reason they were up 28, or they were up 14-0, and then he gets hurt, and now it's 52-28. So we got lucky out of that one, but now we got to either play the Bills or the Titans, and I'm pretty scared about both those teams. So it looks like we have to play the Tennessee Titans at home in the AFC Championship game. But I don't think they have Vince Young. I think I saw Vince Young was hurt for this game. So that might be interesting. That might be Pog. We'll have to find out here. As Le'Veon Bell with a shifty juke move. That was pretty cool. Nice juke from Le'Veon. The only way we get in trouble here is if our offensive line can't hold the defense. That's the only way. I pressed the wrong button, but it goes incomplete. I pressed the wrong button. I had A open and I pressed Y on accident. That's my bad. That could have been an easy catch for whoever the A target was. I meant to roll out of the pocket here. Come on, Marcus. You're fast. No, Marcus fell and fumbled the football. Come on. What are we talking about, bro? The Titans have really come out to play. That is for sure. It's 13-0. They scored on that fumble, on the possession after the fumble. Who is this? Who's number 7? Geno Smith? Geno Smith is running all over us? What are we doing here, boys? We got to put an end to that. We cannot have Geno Smith running all over us. Geno Smith is a scrub. Come on, defense. We're better than this. Why is Geno Smith so fast? What are we doing here? Since when was Geno Smith this fast? I have no idea what's going on, but Geno Smith is just running all over us. Plus, they've got Chris Johnson at any moment could just run all over us, and he's going to try here. Devin McCourty stops him. This is too lethal. This is far too lethal to even stop. We got to get some pressure with Aaron Donald. We cannot win this game if Aaron Donald does not get pressure here. He's not gonna, but Johnson runs for some reason straight into Geno Atkins, so I'll take that. 3rd and 1. We're gonna bring a blitz with James Laurinaitis. See if we can get some pressure with Joey Bosa here. If they score, we're in trouble. If they score, we are in trouble here. And Laurinaitis got the pressure, fumbled it, but the lineman was there. James Laurinaitis gets the sack. We hold him to at least a field goal here. I cannot believe we actually did that. I didn't think the pressure was ever going to get there with Laurinaitis, but he happens to be quicker than Joey Bosa, so he got there, strips the ball out. It sucks that the lineman just happened to be right there, and they go up 16-0 on us, so we are in trouble. 23-0. I haven't shown you guys a lot of highlights because it's ugly. This game is out of control ugly, and now we have a chance to probably not get the ball back. We might turn it over here. I'm gonna try not to. What a catch from Hopkins, man. That is the GOAT catch right there. That is an absolute goated catch. I felt the pressure. I had to get the ball away, and Hopkins goes down and gets it. Thank you, DeAndre, for you being you. And now we're hopefully going to hit DeAndre, hit Odell. I don't care who catches it as long as we score a touchdown, and we do. So we don't get shut out. We are going to start the climb back here. It's probably a little bit too late. I threw that for Hopkins, and Beckham's the one who comes down with it. So whoever gets the touchdown, I don't care. As long as we score, it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but 32-13. Our defense has not been able to stop Geno Smith. Of all people, really, of all people for us to be beaten by in the AFC Championship game, it's Geno effing Smith that does it. That's just wild to think about, that out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, Geno Smith is the one that's going to take us out of the playoffs here. Wild, bro. Absolutely utterly wild. I mean, I guess it's not technically over. We could score very quickly on a couple of possessions and then have a chance. Like Marcus Mariota scores right there. We need to get the ball back and score again. It's not technically over, but it's basically over. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we came up a little bit short. We got smoked in that game. The Titans, for some reason, just outplayed us on every facet. Our defense could not stop Geno Smith, and it was unreal how tough that game was. So we are out at the AFC Championship game. Marcus Mariota had a bad day. Not as good, not nearly as good as what he did in the divisional round. 20 of 34, 187 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. Le'Veon Bell, 13 carries, 108 yards, a touchdown. Mariota had a rushing touchdown as well. Beckham Jr. had 8 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Luke Kuechly, 15 tackles, a half a sack. Smith had a sack. Atkins had a sack. And then a half a sack from Laurinaitis, Kuechly, Bosa, and Aaron Donald. We didn't pick off Geno Smith one time in this game. Our defense just could not keep up. It was just not good at all. Oh, man, that was a rough game. That was a rough game. I don't even know what to say. We lose 32-20. Geno Smith torched us for 267, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. That was a rough game, and it's over. The season's over now. We got to focus on the offseason. We got to focus on what we didn't do right, and we got to focus on patching up those holes. All right, the Pro Bowl rosters for this year. Unfortunately, we are in it. We have people participating in it. Marcus Mariota wins the #1 job for the AFC. So he's the starting quarterback for the AFC in the Pro Bowl. Le'Veon Bell is running back #1 for the Pro Bowl. Like always, you guys can pause it if you see anybody. DeAndre Hopkins is made a Pro Bowl. That's 3 of us. 4 with Joe Thomas. Alex Mack is 5. Do we have Jason Kelsey? I don't know if we have Jason Kelsey or not. I cannot remember. I don't think we do. Zach Martin is 6. We have Zach Martin. Trent Williams is 7. Aaron Donald's 8. Kuechly didn't even make a linebacker Pro Bowl because of how many guys dominated this year. Stephon Gilmore's 9. Earl Thomas is 10. And that's it. So we had 10 Pro Bowlers this year, but we're not going to be playing in a Super Bowl because it's the Titans and the 49ers. And congrats to the Titans, man. They outplayed us like crazy. That was unbelievable how well they played. So congrats to them. Hopefully they win it all. But that is going to actually, you know what? I will simulate to the Super Bowl, so I'm not going to leave you hanging on who wins the Super Bowl. That'd just be cruel of me. So let's go to the Super Bowl and simulate that and see who wins it. Then we'll end off the video. All right, so now we can simulate this live. I will click next week, and we will see if the 49ers or the Titans have won the Super Bowl. I'm going to pick the Titans just because they beat us. So who wins? It is the 49ers. They have won the Super Bowl. So I don't know who's on the 49ers. Alex Smith is the quarterback of the 49ers. So congratulations to them. At least it wasn't Bears and Browns again. 3 straight years, and then the Titans and the 49ers. So in the next episode, we will go over the retirements like always. We will go over negotiations. We're probably going to have to trade some people in the next episode. Probably you're going to have to trade Keenan Allen, maybe trade Rashad Jones, maybe franchise tag J.C. Treader. We're going to have to do some big stuff. Maybe bring back Alex Mack. I don't know. Maybe it's time to move on to a new center. And what do we do with Le'Veon Bell? Because we've got Zeke Elliott. Plus, we're going to probably draft somebody in the draft this year. So some big things are going to be happening in this off-season episode that's going to be coming out next. So make sure you stick around, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!